Hey there, YouTube. What is going on now? Me here, Gabe here from Weather Buddies Forecasting Central. How are you guys doing? If you guys are having a fantastic day, I'm glad to hear that. So today's forecast is going to be a little different from an average U.S. weather forecast. This is going to be a U.S. weather forecast with a regional forecast. So we're going to take a look at the broader picture first, and then we're going to take a look at the. Draw this out here for you. We're going to take a look at the Midwest and Northeast after that. Okay. We hope that you will enjoy this video. If you love weather-related content, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to share with family and friends. Alright, let's get started with the video. Alrighty, starting off with the broad picture first. As you guys can tell, they're typical for the Mountain West and for the Upper Rockies and Columbia Basin, so that's typical, but we're going to focus right now here in the Midwest and Northeast. Excuse me. So, as you can tell, we got some lake effect snow right there in western Michigan. Also the Upper Peninsula experiencing some lake effect snow. We also could be potentially seeing some lake effect snow in the Green Bay areas and north and pretty much further northward in Wisconsin. Also in Minnesota, could be seeing some. Hold on a second. In Minnesota, could be experiencing some good snows, between 2 to 5 inches of snow. Now, you heard me talking about the Midwest. Well, there's another model I'm using that I'm looking at more closely than this. So this is the GFS model. But there's another model I think that has us more handled than the GFS. We just have the GFS pulled up for right now. But in this area that I just circled, where there's barely, like, little to no snow, that's where we're going to use the other model for that. So there is a bit of an Alberta storm track kind of playing along right there, starting from North Dakota, going through Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, pretty much going through Ohio, and then further east inland from there. As you guys can tell, like, they've been getting in the west for a long while now. They've been getting some nice pelted snow, which is really good. Now, this is something that I'm kind of a little uncertain with, but they're picking up on some potential 1 to 2 inches of snow down here in Mississippi and Alabama state. Well, I have to wait and see if that holds true, because that's pretty far south. I think what's going to happen is this is going to be more closer to the north and affecting these states right here. The Indiana, Illinois, and Ohio is where they're going to get on that. West Virginia, which they just got pelted by snow. Well, not West Virginia, sorry. Virginia, which they got pelted by snow today. Big time snowstorms there. And then West Virginia as well. They had some nice snowstorms there too. But, yeah, so generally overall, over some of these regions, like, okay, looking at Wisconsin and Michigan, again, we're looking at between 4 to 8 inches of snow. Almost a foot, not quite. If you're closer to the east side of the Great Lakes, north or southeast side, you expect to see 8 to 10 feet, or 10 inches of snow, sorry. But yes, that's what we're expected to see there. Now moving on to the next model. Here's the RGIM, or the GEM model. It's, again, the CMC. As you can tell, I'm calling for a big snowpack across the west. Not really focused on it though, we're focused here in the Midwest and Northeast. So what are we seeing here? Here's where the difference comes in with the GFS and the GEM model. Okay, the GEM model wants to bring this a little bit further in the north, inland, and pretty much further north in the Ohio River Valley. So West Virginia can experience between 4 to 6 inches of snow, while here in coastal regions of Virginia could be seen between 12 to 16 inches of snow. Now that's a little out of sight, but we'll have to wait and see if that happens. It's a possibility. And then here's the Upper Peninsula. You seem to be seeing 12 to 18 inches of snow. Wisconsin, Minnesota could be seen between 1 to 6 inches of snow. Here in the Lower Peninsula, Michigan, the glove hand state, you can experience between 4 to 8 inches of snow. Closer to the Great Lakes, in a rule of thumb, usually about 5 to 6 5 to 6 inch difference. Okay, so like if you're like right here along east Lake Michigan, you could be seeing between 12 to 18 inches right there. Alright, now let's move into the Midwest here. So again, we can be experiencing, we'll move northeast here in a second. We will do that. Trust me, I didn't forget you guys. You can see between a half an inch to 4 inches here. So from Iowa, Illinois, Indiana to Ohio, you can see anywhere from between, let's say, half an inch to 3 inches at max, maybe 4 inches at max. Okay, so that's what you can see there. Now let's look at the Northeast here. Let's look at the New England states. So in New York, you can see anywhere between 1 to 6 inches of snow. Pennsylvania, but about the same, a little less probably for PA. I forgot the name of these states. I'm sorry. Not Wisconsin. Sorry. I know the name. I know one of these states is Connecticut. Connecticut's right there. You could be seeing a little bit more in Connecticut. Also, you can see some in Maine. Okay, New Hampshire and Vermont. I think I got the names right. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I got them wrong, please forgive me. I think New Hampshire and Vermont are going to experience a lot of snow there too. Because again, it's about the same. Really, along this line, it's going to be really where I just circled in there. It's going to be 1 to 6 inches generally. So yeah. Now let's move in. Let's start moving inland here. So here's the Midwest. Again, we're gonna Ohio, Wisconsin, Michigan, this whole area right here. That's what we're looking at here. So let's see, what are we looking at in the closer map? Again, half an inch to potentially from way over here. You can be seeing half an inch to again, and again I'm using the gem model because this one's picking up on it more. A half an inch to, I'd say about almost, like I guess, 4 inches there. What are we experiencing in the Upper Peninsula again? In the Lower Peninsula, again between an inch to 6 inches. In the Upper Peninsula, could be experiencing 12 to 16 inches, maybe occasionally 20, which is pretty high. Northern Minnesota, you can have between 1 to 7 inches of snow. Wisconsin, you could be experiencing 1 to actually 10 inches of snow there, possibly. And then just go down south a little bit, like Kentucky, you can experience between 3 to 7 inches of snow. That's about right. And then we're going to move on to the Northeast here in a second, but the only state that's going to miss out on this pattern, feel bad for you, Iowans. I don't know if I said your name right, but I feel bad for the Iowa State, because they're not going to see a whole lot. Also, looks like South Dakota is going to miss out on some of this too. And no, I didn't forget you, North Dakota. You're going to see between 1 to 6 inches of snow. Alright, we're moving on to the next slide. This is our last and final slide. Let's go ahead and pull it up here. Again, you have a very narrow band right along here. Kind of splits actually right up here. Right along the coast. So this could be interesting. So New Hampshire, Connecticut, and again I forgot the name of this other. Please forgive me if I forget the name of some of these states. But New Hampshire, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and some of these smaller states up here could experience between 2 to 7 inches of snowfall. It's a possibility, especially the further kind of southwesterly you go, or southerly I should be saying, more further south you go. Pennsylvania, again, 2 to 4 inches. New York, between 1 to 8 inches. And Maine, we already discussed these smaller states, so we got them out of the way first. Maine, you can see between 3 to 7 inches of snow. So that is our snowfall forecast for you guys. We, again, John's just going to say this, I do apologize about the Midwestern. About these two states. I forgot their names. So please, if you know the name of these both states, please let me know in the comments. Sounds confusing. Other than that, I hope you guys love this video. If you love weather-related content, please subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and share with your family and friends. Also, I'll be leaving a link in the description of our Discord server. It's called Weather Buddies Forecasting Social. Feel free if you want to join. So yeah. We hope you have a good day, and we will talk to you in the next video.